Welcome to the fifth and final episode in this locomotion series. Today we're going to go over conditioning drills to help achieve some of the elements we went through in this series. Our first exercise is a low bridge static hold, and I'm going to give a couple variations depending on your level. What you're seeing here is a 2-arm variation. Notice how the knees shoot forward, my heels are off the ground, my head is off the ground, my elbows are bent, and I'm supporting myself isometrically in this position so I can condition it and get used to it. If 2 arms is easy and comfortable for 30 seconds or more, then you can do what I'm doing here with the 1-arm variation. This is going to be much more challenging in terms of strength, conditioning, and balance overall, so make sure you build up the 2-arm variation before you move to this more advanced 1-arm static hold. We want to avoid the knees touching the ground, so going too far forward. After the hold, slowly return back to your back. If both of these are too challenging, then we're going to use a wall variation. So you can think of the wall as the floor. Start as high as you need and focus on bringing the knees forward, the heels off the ground, and supporting yourself in the position. As you get more and more comfortable, you can squat lower and lower. The deeper you go, the more challenging the position will become. Our second exercise is B-squat rotations. Starting in a squat, you're going to rotate one leg towards the other leg until the knee touches the shin, and then reverse the motion, making sure I stay balanced and I don't have any big fluctuations in my body. Notice that the squatted leg does not move. It stays in its original position in the squat. If the rotations are easy, you can do what I'm doing here by putting the heel down onto the ground and then pushing back up. So same B-squat rotation, but after the knee touches the shin, you're going to lower the heel, place weight into the heel, and then return back. Notice the squatted leg does not change orientation. Our third exercise is lateral lizard push-ups. Again, I'm going to give you a couple different options here. The first and most challenging will be the 1-arm version. Notice that the elbow stays tight to the body and my ear touches the ground, not the face. On each push-up, I take a step with the back leg through and reach that lateral position and then lift the arm off, perform a push-up, and continue. If the 1-arm push-up is too challenging, you can do a 1-arm eccentric, and then at the bottom, use the opposite hand to help you on the concentric. This is known as mechanical advantage, using a harder progression on the eccentric and an easier progression on the concentric. So in this case, 1 arm down, 2 arms up. And finally, if that's too challenging, you can do 2 arms down, 2 arms up. So we're doing 2-arm push-up for all of the reps, but you'll take the arm off as you transition through because you need to take a step in each push-up. Our fourth and final exercise is a hinge to squat. There are a couple different options for this one depending on your mobility limitations. You're going to start by placing the hands on the ground, keeping the knees straight. Then once the hands are placed, you're going to squat up and down, flexing and extending the knee. If possible, keep the entire palm of the hand on the ground. If that's too challenging, you can use the fingertips as you're seeing here. And depending on your mobility limitations, we can make it even easier by putting the hands on the shins and now decreasing the range of motion needed, but the exercise stays completely the same. You can even work your hands up higher to right below the knee, on the knee, above the knee. It all depends on your mobility limitations. Find something that works for you. Now, how to program this conditioning work. So we have A1 to A4. We have our 4 exercises that we learned today. For the first exercise, the low bridge static hold, you'll choose the progression that you can do and hold it for 10 to 30 seconds. And then for the rest of the exercises that we went over, you'll be holding them for 30 to 60 seconds. Now, because we're doing conditioning work, we want to be resting minimally. If you need to, you can rest between exercises, but ideally it would be very little or no rest between exercises. After one set, you would rest 60 to 90 seconds, then repeat this cycle 3 times. My recommendation is to start at the lower end of the seconds that I gave you. So for the low bridge static hold, that'd be 10 seconds, and then for the rest, it would be 30, and slowly, gradually work up. It has been great to share this information with you. I hope it was helpful, and I hope that you put it into your practice. If you want to develop locomotion on a deeper level, as well as various other subjects within a movement practice, feel free to email me at info@taowaymove.com and inquire on online support. Thank you for watching, and that's the session. Okay, that's the last one.